Greetings, Gamble Montessori High School staff, teachers, paraprofessionals, security staff, student dining services staff, our custodial staff, assistant principals, resource coordinators, every single member of our Gamble Montessori community. Have a great spring break. Take your laptops, close them up, put them in the trunk of your car, turn your cell phones off, and unplug and try your hardest to rest, relax, or do whatever it is that helps you find a little bit of peace over this next couple of days while we do not have instruction. So happy spring break to everyone. Major announcement, obviously. The remote learning plan has changed, and we know that we're going back 100%. Parents had three choices, and we've rolled out a survey to see what parents and families want to do. I have tagged the results of that survey, and it looks like we're up to about 40 families that want to stay with us and stay 100% virtual for the 5 days. Take a look at the results to see who is who. The Bell schedule was actually approved back in May, but never implemented because of the pandemic. Now we're going to roll with that Bell schedule that I've emailed previously. I'll tag in the faculty facts here. But there's a few adjustments you guys have to keep in mind because of we'll have a few shortened weeks, mainly that return week of March 31st. Wednesday is going to be an actual 8 bell day. Thursday and Friday will go green, purple, respectively. The spring testing schedule is crazy. And thanks so much to everyone that's contributed to making sure we ironed out the details. We're going to follow up with room assignments right after the break. But ELA, part one is April 27th, part two is April 28th. Science will run on May 3rd, and then math will run on that Thursday and Friday, May 6th and 7th. We have finalized our quarter three recognition night. I need our teams to each nominate a student to represent each core value, just like we did for quarter one and quarter two. I've got a link to the form here. Big deal. Master schedule is progressing nicely. This is going to be exciting. If you have time on Monday if you have time on March 30th, that work day when we return, I'd love to have a 15-20 minute chat with you and your team. So if your team would like to get some last updates or give some final recommendations, that presents us a good opportunity to do so. Send me a Google Calendar invite. Let's talk about when we do get back to school, right? The return to school 100%. Now, March 30th is a staff work day. March 31st, kids are back with us. Paras, security, everyone should report on March 30th for a work day. When kids get back on the 31st, we're going to continue to use the 4 entry points. Breakfast is going to be on the carts. We've had less than 20% of our student body eating breakfast, and so we're going to allow them to grab a meal, take it to the classroom. And I know that's not great, but that's kind of where we landed after our team leader meeting. Lunch is really where we start having some fun. Lunches are going to be identified in 4 locations because we want to maximize social distance. We're going to allow our students to eat in the lunchroom, outdoors, or the library, or the auditorium. And I'll have security in each of those spaces with the counter, and we'll map it out based on how much space do we have and how do we maximize space. With that being said, lunch will be served kind of quickly because we'll have it in styrofoam containers. It'll be a grab and go hot lunch from the kitchen. I think the expectation is for teachers to do a little bit of a stagger release from class down to the lunchroom during that time frame. Furthermore, some expectations for teachers, junior high teachers, elective teachers, you've got to transport those junior high kids back and forth. High school teachers, the expectation is traditional, right? 1 foot in your room, 1 foot in the hallway, just so we can make sure adult supervision is at an all-time high. Our security team has already identified the stairways as one way up and one way down. So let's coach everyone up and coach all the students up and coach each other up so we can enforce that. Summer Scholars Program is happening. You should expect a June 2nd to June 30th summer school deal. We'll have some Gamble Montessori specific summer school plans by April 15th. Right now, our counselors are identifying students who were unsuccessful during first semester. And by March 31st, we'll have identified all the students who've been unsuccessful for any prior semester or academic year. And we'll get invitations out to them no later than April 2nd to join us for a summer learning, summer scholars opportunity. I'm going to send a pretty cool link, which is going to show you 250 influences on student achievement. Of course, there's a lot going on, but we can't lose sight of there's a lot going on, but we can't lose sight of teaching and learning. And so I'm going to tag some research that just walks you through 250 influences on student achievement, and we'll ramp up this conversation as we close out our school year. I'm tagging your one plan goals. I appreciate everything that you guys are doing. Spring break is right now. Q3 recognition night is April 7th. IoT's next meeting is April 8th. Montessori Market, that's going to be a lot of fun. That's April 10th. And then our senior graduation is May 28th. Go Gators. Have a great spring break. Chomp chomp.